Tim, and today on Ramblings, I had a reunion. A long-awaited, long-time coming reunion this weekend. It was pretty good. We got to do a few things we hadn't done in a long time. And it's good catching up, especially when you haven't seen someone in a long time, but a couple of years. And got to eat dinner and visit, and ended up going around the ridge. Got to show off everything that's been happening since I saw him last a couple years ago. And it rained. Oh my gosh, got so wet. It was this weekend. Did not get any work done. No, apologize. Did not get any work done, but it was eventful. It was eventful. Yeah. So this weekend, my nephew Jamie came down from North Middle Tennessee, and him and his girlfriend came and stayed at Grandma Carol's.
The speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
Thank you, Sonia. Appreciate that. Yeah, he came and stayed at Grandma Carol's. I haven't seen him in a couple years. So it was good to catch up with him and his girlfriend, Sarah. Thanks for coming, Sarah. Nice to meet you, finally. And we had a good, I've known Jamie, gosh, let's see, how long have I known Jamie? He's my nephew by marriage. My stepdad's daughter, my stepsister's son. Okay, so I think I met him when he was 5. He may have been 5 or 7. I don't remember if he was 5 or 7. I lived down there in Valdosta, Georgia. And yeah, so he was in the military and stationed up in, I believe he was stationed in Clarksville, Tennessee. That's where he lives now, I believe. I think that's where he was stationed. He's out now. Yeah, we had a great long conversation. And him and Sarah are very interested in what's going on the ridge. And Sarah's very interested in beekeeping. And so we jumped in the Kubota, and it was sprinkling that day. Excuse me. And it had started raining. We kind of caught a break in it, jumped on the Kubota, and we went, I showed them the field where I cleared the field where the barn's going to be, and they're interested in the horses and the cows and all that stuff, and the pond. But we went by the bees, and again, Sarah's very interested in bees. So I went over, the 2 colonies I got, how I got them, what stage they're in now, how I winterized them. And then it was not cold, so I decided to break the tops off of them. No suits, no smoke. I asked both of them if they were allergic to bees. They said no. I said, well, I am. I usually get stung too when I do that kind of thing, but they wanted to see the bees, so I broke open gunslinger bees. Now, gunslinger is usually my hobby. Actually, the first thing I did, I went to them and I said, get your ears close, and I tapped on the box. And normally they go, whizzz, real loud, but they didn't. I was kind of concerned, because I haven't fed them this fall. And so I cracked the top open and I lifted it up, and there were tons of bees and gunslinger bees. So they got to see the bees all around the top inner cover hole and fly. They started flying out and everything. Jamie actually got one on his finger. He wasn't afraid at all. So I buttoned them up and then went down to fireball bees. Now, fireball bees, you guys remember, is the one that I caught at the fire station in Summerville, Tennessee. Swarm. Went down there, tapped on it. Didn't hear a loud whir, no woo. So I cracked the top on it, opened it, and there was not as many bees, but there was still a good concentration of bees there in the top. So both colonies appear to be doing fine. I've got what's called screened bottom boards. It's a mesh screen on the bottom. And so I actually got down and looked up at them, and if a colony dies out, there'll be just tons of dead bees on the bottom. and there wasn't. On either of them, there wasn't a lot of dead bees, which is good, because we had a few wet and cold spells.
The speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
Thank you, Sonia. And so we stayed at the bees and talked bees. I mean, goodness, we talked bees for a whole afternoon. But we went down. I showed them kind of the valley. I couldn't go in the valley area because it was starting to rain, and I wanted to get them up on the ridge and show them that. So we went around, and I took them up the ridge driveway, and I showed them my tent that has all the stuff outside of it that, you know, I don't have a barn, so that's my storage. And I have some old bee boxes sitting outside there from the old colonies I used to have. And I showed them frames, and I showed them, you know, how the bees create the wax on the hexagon, you know, cells. And we just talked bees for a very long time. They were very interested in bees. Now, of course, you get me talking about bees, I can talk about bees for hours. You know, maybe some people might not be interested in it, but I can talk about bees for hours. But then we moved on up to the ridge, and the first thing I did was show them the foundation layout, and they were really intrigued about, you know, the arrangement of where the rooms were. I still got to do that with you guys. I still have to do an updated drawings layout, show you what the rooms, because some of you are new to RidgeLife and RidgeLife Ramblings and never seen the drawings of what the room plan looks like, the floor plan, if you will. So I got to do that too. Matter of fact, I need to do that whenever I give you the seismic update. I said I was going to, you know, and I haven't done it yet, but I need to give you the seismic update, what the engineer and the county inspector we all came up with, because we did get it solved, luckily. So then I showed them my back patio, that concrete that I had poured in the back patio that has the exposed aggregate, the white and the black stone, and it was raining. But at that point, it was kind of sprinkling pretty good, so that was all. It was, you know, wet. The top surface was wet, and it looked really pretty. But I told them when it's dry, it actually is whiter, and the white stone stands out more. But they liked that. I showed them how the septic tank went off into the you know, off the south side of the house.
30 miles per hour.
Thank you, Sonia. And so then we went over to the solar carport, and I showed them the 1-footer I got done. And no, I only got one done. And I showed them the form I got set up, and I still have not cracked that form yet. I told you I would do that on a video. I've not cracked the form on that single footer there. I will do that for you so you can see how I'll take off the jig and put the pedestal on, show you how the bolts all go, what my plans are for that. I think that should be pretty interesting for you.
The speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
Thank you, Sonia. And let me get through this traffic here. Back to work, guys. It's Monday. I'm sorry. You know, Monday through Friday, 50 hours a week. No time to build and all that stuff if it rains on the weekends. But I did get this reunion, so that was fun. I got to enjoy that. Went out and had a great meal. Grandma Carol actually cooked the noonday meal with us, and she cooked a roast and had the Arkansas cracked green beans and corn and rice. We had a rice with it, with gravy and the roast. So good, so good. But so I showed them the solar carport, and Jamie was very interested in the kilowatts and all the power, and, you know, we'll run the house and how long the hours and all that. And I showed them the solar shed and where the powerhouse is going to be, and I showed them the solar panel in the temporary shed. Then we went out in the backyard and down in the valley, and because I showed them, you know, like, hey, we're not actually out on the top ridge, and I want to show you what it looks like in the back, because, you know, now we got the land cleared, you can actually see, because Jamie's had a tour before, but not there, and Sarah's never been on the ridge, so that was all new to her. But I took them down in the back valleys, and they got to see all the gullies and ravines and all that stuff. And then I took them over to where the septic field is, and showed them, all, you know, how all that the food plots growing there, and the solar trail cameras I got out and everything, and just so we had a really good visit on the ridge. They left after that, but on the way back it started raining and we got wet, and the water was coming off the top of the Kubota, and water was pouring down on us. But you know, they didn't get too wet. Sarah was in the back, so she stayed dry. Me and Jamie were in the front. I don't have a windscreen on my Kubota side by side, so we got pretty wet, but it was fun. It was fun. It was good to get caught up, and hadn't seen them in 2 years, at least 2 years. And just a good visit with family. And I really needed that. I really needed that. Took some time off to reflect and go dealing with issues and things. Just me, guys. It's just me, and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So the plan is, it's supposed to freeze again, so I have not winterized the ridge crib, so I got to turn the water off, and the floor gets so cold. I want to get the ridge crib moved up. I've got most of the stuff I need done to get it moved up there, but I really want the gravel done, so I got to finish those footers, and I got to do it when the weather's not freezing at nighttime. I don't want to pour concrete. I know you can put blankets down, and there's chemicals you can add, calcium stuff to the concrete to pour it in winter, but I don't want to do that really. I just want to pour the concrete with it not get below freezing at night. I don't care if it's 50 degrees in the daytime. I just don't want to get 32 at night or below. If it dries slow, it dries slow. That's fine. I don't care how long it takes to cure. I just want to get the footers poured so I can get the gravel up there, move the ridge crib up there, and do this temporary solar and get the Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So it's happening. It's happening. Christmas is coming up. A lot of big things coming up. I got all kinds of things planned this week and this weekend. I'll tell you about that on some future ramblings. So again, I thank you guys for sticking with me, and I'll have more updates soon. Again, I'm back at work, so not a lot to update you on, but when things do happen, I'll get a ramblings out to you. And I still have some review videos, and I still also have some compilation videos I'm working on that I think you'll enjoy. So guys, I love every single one of you. Again, thanks for sticking with me. Appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling. Go Ridge Life. Woo!